Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 4 minutes past 8 p.m. right now. It is the 23rd of January, 2024 right now. This is the second week of streaming once a week. And what a week it's been. Oof, what a week it's been. Wow. Alternating between movie nights and game nights. We did movie night last week with Rocky from 1976. Was it 77, 76? 70s anyway. This week we're back with Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. See if we could find that. That Rito village. Maybe we could actually. Well, we found the village. See if we can find this guy to get into the village. But anyway. Some stuff to talk about today. But let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's this screen I want. We'll come to that gamer screen in a moment. We'll come there. But yeah, man, it has been a pretty, I want to say, eventful week for me. I mean, it's probably not eventful by most people's standards, but eventful for me. I've been to quite a few different places. Mostly coffee shops, and that's been fun. Some of you guys know I started a coffee vlog on Instagram, and well, it's also on Twitter and TikTok as well. But Instagram is, I guess, I don't know, the main one. Is that right to say? Maybe. I'm not sure how these things work. Whichever one people go to really is the main one. But anyway, I started a coffee vlog. So I've been very I mean, I go to coffee shops just anyway. That's kind of what I do anyway. You know, I drive around, do the cab work. So when I'm on break, I'm usually just around and looking for places. But since starting a coffee vlog, I've definitely been more purposeful about, trying to go to different places and, that sort of thing, and observe the places more. But yeah, I've been some cool places, man. I went to a place in Lewisham, which I really liked. It's called Cafe Delight. Hopefully I can get to go back there in the next few weeks or so. But today I went to Gales. I was about to say a place called Gales, like you've never heard of it. I'm sure you've heard of Gales. Well, I assume you have anyway. They're pretty popular in London. I don't know if they've got stores nationwide, but they're pretty popular in London at least. But I've never been to one. They've been around a while now. They're not new. They've been around a good while now. But I've never been to one. They're not easy to get to for me, but I managed to get to one today. And yeah, man, it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. I had a token for a free coffee, so I had to make the extra effort to go there. When you get something free, you make the extra effort to go there. But the coffee was nice, man. Like, it was a latte. And here's the thing, like, I feel like a lot of times coffee drinks could be easily messed up. They could be easily messed up, especially things like lattes. Sometimes people put too much milk, that sort of thing, or the milk's just a bit weird tasting. But nah, they got it right, man. They got the milk coffee ratio just right. And just something about the milk as well. It just tasted different. Like, it not like bad different, like good different. Like, I'm pretty sure I did select semi-skim milk. Well, I didn't select any kind of alternate milk alternative or anything like that. I'm pretty sure I put semi-skim milk on the thing, but it just tasted different. I don't think it was oat milk though, or soya milk. Because soya milk tends to have like a very loose kind of taste. It definitely had a thick, nice, creamy taste to it. But yeah, I don't know what it was, man. But it was good. Maybe they use whole milk instead of semi-skim. I don't know. But yeah, I liked it. And had a cinnamon bun there as well, which the lady recommended I should have, and oof, it was good, man. It was good. But yeah, man, that's been some of my adventures over the past week. It's been an interesting. It's been a good week. Hopefully some good things to come. But anyway, y'all not here for that. So let me switch over to this screen. And oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, that was the right button. And get into this. So wait. Make sure I'm going to the right place. Yeah. Panther Frontier. Okay. So the last thing I remember having to do is find this guy. But I don't know where I'm going though, that's the thing. Oh. Which weapon? Shields. With the Guardian shield. Eesh. I ain't got no short weapons. Oof. That's gone. Man, they just smashed up my weapons though. My armor and everything. Oh. Oh, how you give me a save point in this location though? That's an awkward save point. That is a mad save point. Oh, that is a mad save point though. Like, I don't know if you saw that, but that saves me in a save my progress in a real awkward spot. Okay, so I guess I made it a little bit less awkward. Backing him up a little bit, but damn, man. Must just run past these guys still, though. I don't want that smoke right now. I don't want that smoke. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way or not, you know? token for something landing. It's got some of 2 access though. Okay, I've come too far. Oh, flip now. Okay, so because the lady said to stand on the platform and go forward, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see if I could find her again and listen to exactly what she said. All right, let me just find this woman again. Looking for Tabor. Flight range. It's in Dronox Pass at the base of Hebron Mountains. I imagine he's gone there to gather weapons for another run at Meadow. As it happens, he made his way to the flight range on foot this time. If you take off from Rivali's landing, it's a straight shot down to the flight range. Okay. Dronox Pass. Rough. Straight shot down. Is that it that way? Is that it that way? Ish. Can he place any more pins? Wasn't trying to do that actually. Wasn't trying to do that at all. Wasn't trying to do that at all. So, sun casting a mad shadow. Start it there. Boosh. That wind might be a bit too much for me. Feathered spare. Nice. Yo, XSplit. How you doing? Oh, I found this guy. Give me a croc seed. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. On this Tuesday evening. Okay, so that's the tower, but I can't get there yet. I've been busy because I've been having exams there. Oh, okay. This is the only break I'm gonna have this month. Damn. Well, I hope you enjoyed the only break you have this month. That's tough, man, but good luck with the exams, though. Man, what's that, GCSEs, or what's the exams called? They probably don't call GCSEs, they probably call something else, but how about, I don't know. I was about to try and say something witty, I couldn't think of anything. But, oh well. Oh well. Mid-year exams, okay. So these aren't like the final exams you'd ever take then? Looks like it's just death over there. So it's like, bruh. Alright, let me try this way. If I fail, then I'll have to restart the entire... Oh, so it's pretty important exams then. These files, these ones, if I want to have a chance to take the final exams. I see. This year is pretty important, so I need to study hard. No, for sure. No, I get that. Damn, and good luck with that. That's tough, bro. But it's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. But listen, real talk. It's important to study hard. But it's also important to make sure that you are taking breaks as well. Like, so you're taking a break now. You said it's the only break you're going to get. But it's important to make sure you're giving your brain time to rest, because one of the ways in which we absorb information is by allowing ourselves to, well, absorb information. And it's difficult to do that when you're just studying all the time. So yes, study hard, or more specifically, study efficiently. Don't work harder, work smarter. You know, how many hits does this thing take? Ish. Aye. Finally. Oof, got it. I haven't had a bath in a week and barely got 20 hours of total sleep this week. It's been pretty bad, but at least I know I passed my exams and those issues are gone. Oh, so you have passed, okay. So all your sacrifices weren't in vain. That's good. Bro, go take a bath. Go take a bath before you start stinking up through the internet. Ugh, can't really go this way. Oh, man. Where's this Dronox landing? So if I had the... If I had the maps, I can check the map up. So I don't have the maps, and I can't get the maps because the thing's too high up. Oh, that's not him. Oh, you can see where the flight range is. Ranges beyond Dronix Pass on the other side of Lake Totori. If you're going to go around Lake Totori to get there, there's a big difference between the east and the west sides. For highlands like yourself, I suggest the west side is flatter. Do you have any other questions? Oh wait, so you want me to go to the west side and then alright. Let me try and get to the west side of Lake Totori, if I can even find bloody Lake Totori. Apparently it's a straight shut down. We have 2 that are hard, but easier than the ones I took. Plus the free exams on the easy ones are free exams. What, they make you pay for for your exams? And they just give you a couple of free ones, what? Please tell me you don't have to pay for your exams, right? Exams are supposed to be just free anyway. You should not be having to pay for your exams, dude. Like, what is going on, man? What is going on? You literally don't need to study. Oh, right, okay. Okay, oh, that must be Lake Totori there. And he said between the east and the west side. Reckons the west side, though. I don't know which direction I'm facing, though. I am facing... Okay, so the west side is... Hold on a sec. The west side is... Oh, that makes no sense at all, because the west side is behind, would be where I'm standing. But I'm guessing this is Lake Totori. Because it did say straight shot down. That's a lake. Looks like a lake. I don't think I can go up that side because it's too snowy. Maybe I can go on this side. Okay. By the way, how come there's no one here right now? Time zones? Maybe. You know, sometimes everybody gets here right in the beginning, you know. Everybody gets here right in the beginning, so it's only been about 30 minutes. So perhaps they'll come later, or, well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. That's kind of part of the excitement. Is anybody going to show up or not? It's part of the fun. Where he's come from? this. Sam B in the place to be. Good evening. How is ye? XSplit was just asking if why is nobody here. Sam shows up and is like, hey, actually. You know, I ain't gonna bother this guy right now. But how's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream on this Tuesday evening. Made me eat my own words. Wow. Hopefully, you got plenty of space. You're not, choking. I was just finishing a documentary. Oh, nice. Which documentary? I haven't watched a documentary for a minute, man. Ugh. It does blow up a rock just so I can blow up another rock. A couple who were sent down for murder of their parents. Damn. Did they do it? No. Oh. It's mad what people do, like. Well, I guess that's not even that mad when you think about it. Like, not to say it's okay or whatever, but bruh. I think that's one of the more, well, maybe not say nothing. Oof. It's freezing. Oof. I don't understand why my Ugh, where's my thing gone? Warm double don't work no more because I'm supposed to put my cold resistance down. Okay, let's try this. Okay, a bit better. They both turned on each other. They are both released. No, I think it's more likely they both did it off. No honor amongst thieves. Can't trust the murderer. Who can you trust? Serial killer who has a dog. Well, guess so. That's the one. Oh, I came all the way this way, and it's like, bruh. Oof. At least I got some fancy cool stuff though, so I guess it wasn't a complete waste. But yeah, as long as they got a dog. Arrows, nice. Yeah, I don't think I can go any further, you know. Let me see here. I can actually sell this thing though, can I? Alright, well, back to the village then. Ish. Wait, where was I? There. It was pretty boring, to be fair, but I had to see it through till the end. Was it on like Netflix or something? Or like, oh, oof. I had a pretty good day today, actually. I had a pretty good day indeed. Netflix, cool. Netflix are pretty up on these documentaries. I haven't seen a lot of them, I know, but I've just seen you kind of see them pop up from time to time. And they're pretty on these documentaries, like, and some of them, you know, get real popular, like the the Tinder Swindler one got popular, and there's a few others that got real popular for a while. But yeah, they're really just dropping these documentaries about serial killers, about this event, this murder that took place, this tragic horror story, you know, and then they just be dropping them like it feels like every week at this point. But it's like, yeah, they just be, well, they found their niche, which is pretty much everything. Like they just find. I felt with Netflix, what they really do is that they just look at every kind of corner of the market and make stuff for that corner. But like, if you like games, there's something for you there. You know, if you like action movies, there's something for you there. If you like comedy, if you like stand-up, if you like serial killer documentaries, if you like random weird stuff, like you just got something, literally something for everybody on Netflix. Something for everybody. They really just like trying to corner every market, and hey, I guess it's working. Guess it's working. Need some good ones for sure. That was one of them. So what happened today is that I think I mentioned this before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, that one of my goals for the year is to run 400 miles over the course of the year, right? And one of the ways I'm trying to do that is to do a longer runs on Tuesdays today, and then maybe a shorter run during the week. Like, so run twice a week, one long run and then one short run. And anyway, today I ran to a place because I had a token to get a free coffee. It was either a free coffee or a free loaf of bread, and I went with a free coffee because the loaf of bread was a bit much to eat in one sitting. You know, it's a bit much. I'm like, you know, let me just get a coffee. But it was a nice coffee though. I can't lie, it was a nice coffee, and I got it along with a cinnamon bun, which the lady there recommended, and it was really nice. But while I was there, I was kind of looking around, kind of walking around, and one of my favorite, well, not even one of my favorite, but probably, in fact, let me stop for a second. It's not one of, it's not probably, it is my favorite donut shop, right? And I knew they had a branch in the area, but, you know, I wasn't planning on going there that day. But, you know, I'm walking around and I see they're the branch of this shop in the area, and I'm like, all right, let me just walk up to the shop and just look for a little bit. But once you do that, it's like it's over. It's over. Like, whatever your plans were, it's just over. But they didn't have my favorite donut, which is, it's called a coconut and lime donut. They don't have that. They stopped doing that. Apparently they might bring it back, but they stopped doing it for now. And I asked the lady in the shop, what would you recommend for somebody who likes the coconut and lime out of these options? What would you recommend? And she said, I recommend this one, or this one, or not really related to it, but my personal favorite, this one. And I was like, you know what, just give me all three. I'll take all three. I'll take all three. Like, let me stop pretending like I'm just gonna pick one. I'll take all three. Like, so yeah, I had 3 really nice donuts today, really good donuts, and man, that place, they just know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing, and they really do. It had to be done indeed, man. Like, it's a bit on the pricey side, I can't lie, it's a bit on the pricey side, but so worth it, man. So worth it. They really are just that good. And it's like, it's hard to behave yourself. It's hard to be a good boy when when that kind of temptation is put in front of you. So it's like, let me quit pretending. I'm just give me all 3. I feel like going back for more already. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what? Okay, let me chill. I'm gonna find though with Netflix documentaries, they can over dramatize, can come across as action sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes it kind of feels you're watching something and I guess to be fair, some documentaries do actually have acting in them, which is fine. But the parts that's supposed to be, you know, real, I guess, you know, maybe the music they have in the background, or, you know, the way they kind of build it up, and, you know what I mean, it kind of feels a bit, okay, is this a movie or a documentary? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But yeah, the place is called Crosstown Donuts and Coffee. I've never actually had a coffee there, by the way. Only their donuts. But they do serve coffee as well. Apparently their coffee is pretty good. Well, according to their website, of course. I don't doubt it. I'm sure their coffee is fine. I mean, if their donuts are amazing, they really are. So I'm sure their coffee is just as good, if not, you know. But I've only ever had donuts there, and mate, they're just so good, man. But they do ice cream as well. I think one day I'm gonna have to just get put some money together, put a good I don't know, £20 or something like that, and get 2 donuts, an ice cream, and a coffee. I feel like that has to be done one day. That has to be done one day. Put like a good 20. Yeah, I think about £20 should cover it all. About £20 should cover it all. 2 donuts, ice cream, and coffee. I think about £20 should cover it all. But yeah, it's. I'm just eating a whole box of toffee. It's hard to stop sometimes, though, right? We like, oh yeah, let me just have. You see the box, and you're like, oh, let me just have 1 or 2. Let me just have a couple. Let me just have one. Let me just have a couple. That couple turns into like 3, then 4, then 5, and then it's like a whole handful coming out, and then before you know it, it's just automated. You're just like, you're not even thinking about it no more. It's like, then the whole box is gone. And you're like, oh, where did it go? There were loads left. I only took 1, I swear. Oh, mate. My cold resistance is gone, or about to go. So bloated now, but it was worth it. Oof. That feeling will pass. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. They're also supposed to go up that way, where the waterfall is. I have not watched Saltburn. No, I haven't. My bad. Yeah, it's just been I haven't watched too much actually. I've only watched the only movie I've watched in recent weeks is Moana, the Disney movie. And then Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which I'm writing a video on. But nah, I haven't got around to Saltburn yet. Sorry. Eventually. I have to go to bed in a sec. Wake up early, so I gotta go. So, yo, appreciate coming through, XSplit. Good luck with the rest of your exams. Remember, study hard, but don't forget to take breaks. It's important. It's important to take breaks. I know it sounds like weird or whatever, counterproductive, but you need to take breaks. You need to make sure you're absorbing what you're learning and not just reading a bunch of words. I'm sure you know that already, but good luck. And whatever happens, the most important thing is what you do next. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Whatever happens in the exams, the most important thing is what you do next. Have you avoided it? It's everywhere. Yeah, I've just been honestly, it's just been not on my mind. It's been not on my mind, but it is in my list. It is in my list. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, let me see here. Oh, you know what? One sec. All right. Saltburn's what, a 2-hour, nearly 3-hour movie, right? So I'm gonna need time for that. Let me see here. Let me see here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put it in my calendar now. It's absolutely not a stream movie. One for the cinema. Oh, you mean like a movie night stream? Oh, right. I gotcha. Yeah, nah. 2 hours and whatever. It was nearly. I think it's like nearly 3 hours or something, isn't it? So yeah, no. I'm gonna put it in my calendar for Friday. Friday at 7 p.m. So yeah. This year I'm trying to be organized. I'm trying to be as organized as I can this year. So I need to put things in my calendar. So that I can remember to actually do it. That's not the only reason. It's one of those movies that keeps you watching. I'll say, so it's like, yeah. Too engrossed in the movie to know what's going on in the chat. All right. Well, I ran too far up the mountain. Yeah, certainly some movies are just not good for what we do in movie night. It's one of the reasons why I try to stick to shorter films or films that just generally don't require too much attention. You know, films that are a bit more in depth, or you know, a bit more sort of multi-layered, where they have like maybe a bit more of an intricate plot, you know, stuff like that. It's just difficult to So, the thing that annoys me about this is that there should be somewhere, you should have like a recipe book or something I think I remember the ingredients though. It was like raw fish, raw meat, and pepper, but I don't have a place to cook them. Don't have a place to cook them. All right. It's an experience, that's for sure. You'll either like it or you'll be like, what the fuck I just watched. Damn it. What the hell did you get me into? Oof, that was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do at all. Ah, there it is. Oof. Well, I found it. But at what cost? At what cost? But yeah, it's got an interesting cast, that Saltburn movie. So oh, is this an easy one? Alright, okay, that's cool. We're just gonna have an easy shrine. Alright, yeah, I don't mind that. Just an easy shrine. I saw a thing online about that movie, and someone in the comment section said, this shows how vanilla you are. And I'm like, if you're into that, there is something really wrong with you. But the person was saying that you're vanilla for or is it somebody else being vanilla? Or anyone who finds it shocking is vanilla. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Oh, speaking completely as someone who hasn't even seen the movie, I'm sure my opinion is super valid on that matter. But yeah, definitely nothing wrong with finding a movie shocking. I mean, ultimately, yeah, we're gonna have to come out of this before my cold thingy runs out. But yeah, I mean, movies are made so that when you watch them, you'd feel certain things. Whether that's happiness or sadness or shock or joy. I mean, those feelings are deliberate. I mean, of course, when you watch a movie, you know it's a movie. You know it's staged and it's, acting out or whatever. But doesn't mean you can't allow yourself to be drawn into the film to feel something that the film's trying to tell you. I mean, imagine being so callous with your feelings that you're upset that other people feel things. That's wild. Like, nah, maybe there's something wrong with that guy. Like, you're so upset. Like, you're so cut off from your own emotions that you're upset that other people have emotions. Like, that is actually pretty wild. But hey. Need curry rice. So just run off and leave the stable. Let's get. Goran spice. I don't think I have any Goran spice. I don't think I have any Goran spice at all. But I do have pepper. And where's my fish gone? I need some raw meat though. There we go, raw meat. It's so hard to find anything in here. Mighty carve, that's not it. Hearty bass. Ugh. There's definitely something wrong with that guy. And you'll see why when you watch it. Well. Well. Well, well, well. Ah, here we go, Hylian bass. Hyrule bass. That's what I want. Spicy meat and seafood. Those cold resistance. Oh, for 3 minutes. Oh, I did something better this time, didn't I? For 8 minutes, rather. Alright, let me see if I could do one more, because I might need another one. Be right back. Alright. Be right back. Okay, so... It was... High roll bass. Just hold that. Spicy pepper, hold that. And raw meat, hold that. Okay, so it's going to give me 5 hearts and 8 minutes of cold resistance. 8.5 minutes of cold resistance. You know what? Let me do one more. Hold. Holds. I need to get more fish though. Oh wait, how come it's only 3 minutes though? Must use some crap ingredients or something. Only give me 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Oh, come on, arrows from this guy. Sam is back. Excuse me. Ish. Off. Alright, so let me tell you a little story of something that annoys me. Because, you know, sometimes you gotta get things off your chest. What does this sign say? Oh, it's gonna tell me where the flight range is. Ah. This way. Which... I swear that's not the way I was going before. Story time. I'm all awesome. Alright, let me pause this for a second. So here's the thing. This is something that annoys me, but it's also, of course, something that you just have to accept. It is what it is, because that's how life goes, right? Now, a few days ago, I think about 2-3 days ago, I was driving and on this road, and it's a pretty busy road, right? So moving slowly. Cars moving slowly. Everybody's moving slowly. Now, I see a car to my left trying to approach the main road from one of the side roads. Now, under normal road rules, highway code rules, right? That person approaching is at a giveaway, which means they have to wait until it's clear before they can join the road, right? That's the normal correct rules. I know that. I'm sure everybody knows that, or at least every driver should know that. However, in this particular situation, like I said, it was a busy road. Everything's moving slowly. And there was like a little gap in between me and the car in front. So I figured it's not a problem to just hold back a little bit and let the person join the road. It's only one car, and then we could all just move slowly together. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. And it's some type of thing that I've done plenty of times before, and I've seen other people do plenty of times as well. It's not even a new thing. It's just a thing that happens from time to time. I've done it loads of times before. I've seen loads of people do it. People have done it for me as well. And it's just a nice way of, you know, letting someone join the road, and it doesn't hold up anybody because everything's moving slow anyway. Cool. But here's the thing. On this particular occasion, on this particular day, on this particular time, when I slowed down to let this person join the road, almost immediately, like, the cars behind me start smacking their horns, like, and one guy's a pedestrian of all people, like, not even a driver, the bloody pedestrian, just walking by. So he starts shouting to him, "What are you doing? What are you doing? He's out of give way. You know, that kind of thing." Everybody's getting mad at me all of a sudden, like, real quick. All of a sudden, everybody's mad at me. Now I can hear these guys. I can hear them shouting, but I'm ignoring them. Because at the end of the day, it's like I know what I'm doing, and I feel like what I'm doing isn't a bad thing, so I'm ignoring them. However, when I look over to the left again, the person who I was trying to allow space to let onto the road, that person had to wait there anyway because there's a bunch of people crossing the road, right? So he couldn't move anyway, or he or she couldn't move anyway. And when I saw that, I just thought, okay, let me just move on then, because they're going to be a while. No point in me waiting here. Let me just move on. So I moved on. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. There's the bit that annoys me. of all this, the bit that annoys me, because I know why I slowed down and stopped, right? I have no problem with that. I don't think I did the wrong thing, even though, granted, it's technically outside of the highway code rules. I get that, but it's not a bad thing to do. Wasn't holding up anybody. I'm totally fine with what I did, and like I said, I've done it before. I'll do it again, not a problem. But when I moved on, when I put my foot down on the acceleration to move on, and these cars are smacking their horns, and this guy's shouting, and all this and everything else, it looks to everybody else that I stopped for no reason and then moved when everybody got mad. That's the bit that annoys me, because even though I know that's not what I did, and I know why I did what I did and why I stopped and why I moved on, it had nothing to do with whatever else was happening. It looks to everybody else, you know what I mean, that I stopped, got shouted at, and then moved. That's what annoys me. The incorrect perception that people have. The incorrect perception that people now have of me. And hey, like I said, there's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. Well, it just sucks. It just sucks, because it's like, and similar things have happened before where, you know, like I've been driving and somebody's like get max their horn, and it's at a point where I'm just moving anyway, and then it just looks like I moved because they were hitting their horn. It's like, no, I was moving anyway, and it's just, that's how it looks to everybody else. Bloody annoying. But hey, ain't nothing I can do about it. A bunch of people added to the list of a lot of people who probably already think I'm an idiot anyway. Now there's a bunch more people added to that list of people who think I'm an idiot. So What can you do? What can you do? Just take the L. That's all I can do is just take the L. Last week, that woman on the bus. Right. What can you do, man? What can you do? People have these, oh well. But yeah, I would say that most things that annoy me are usually driving related, which I actually don't mind driving. I mean, I wouldn't say I like it, and like I'm not like some people like love driving. You know, some people they nothing more than to just drive. They'll sit there, get in the car, and they'll just drive, and it's fun for them. I'm not quite like that. I mean, it's okay. It's a thing to do, but yeah, I've been doing it a long time, and yeah, most things that annoy me involve driving. Oof. Oof. I don't eat that just yet. Oh, speaking of buses, by the way, I mean, actually something about the buses in the city of Hull, or the bus drivers, more specifically in the city of Hull. And this might be an awkward question considering what your fella does for a living. Oof. Oh, you know, let me just run. Just run. This is not good. Ask away. Cool. To be fair, I could have explained the situation, but no, my stubborn ass was like, you want to give me... Oh. Wait, do I need that? No, that's fine. Yeah, someone was like, no, you want to give me a look. You're getting no explanation. You get nothing. Nothing. Etc. Etc. Nothing. Alright, so bus drivers in London. And I'm generalizing, of course, because you know there's plenty of good bus drivers around town. But there's also a significant number of bus drivers that drive like they just don't give a fuck. there's a respectable number of bus drivers in London City that seem to like they'll just pull out without any kind of signaling. You know, or if they do signal, they'll signal like mad late. They just don't seem to care if there's anything coming. They'll just like start driving, start moving. It's like they just don't care. That's how it feels. Like they just don't care at all. How are the bus drivers in Hull? I'm not sure I want to take on that giant just yet. But I should take a picture though. Let's see if he's got a weapon or something. Also fine. There's the old few though. I tell you, if I have something to report. Okay. So I guess he keeps them in check for you. That's good. Man, it gets mad sometimes though. It gets mad sometimes. I don't have an issue with like giving way to bus drivers. I mean, I'm fine with that. But, bruh. The way sometimes they would just be driving like, it's not a small vehicle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know, maybe they used to drive in like little minis or something. And they just got their bus license. I don't know. But they're not driving a small vehicle. And the way they be moving, like, bruh, come on. You can't be moving your car, moving your bus like that. Madness. Madness, I tell you, madness. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way at all. Not anymore. I think I was. Dragonbone Mar. Oh wait, this got to be somewhere near though, right? There was this one driver who Elliot did. I get along. None of the other drivers liked him. From what I'm told, he played the race card a lot. Even almost got. Oh, damn it. No weapons. Oh, shoot. I played a race card a lot. Even almost got another driver sacked. After Elliot, okay. More to come. Ooh. Yo. They just came out and yeah, okay, maybe don't mess around with these guys too much. Maybe don't mess around with these guys too much. Everything else complaining about him. nice. Oh, that's already drove. That's very nice. He is my favorite. Okay, so he was horrible to everybody else, but he was nice to you. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice to this young lady. I'm not sure if she knows anybody I know, but I'm gonna be nice to this young lady because I feel like it. I feel like it. But I'm still not sure if I'm going the right way or not. I'm almost certainly I'm not. Oof, damn it. Well, it's saved in a decent spot, I think, so that's something. I think it's saved right after I got that last guy with the arrow. Or maybe not. Ish. Well, that's good. Oh, too close, too close. Ed was not happy. He was like, he almost got so sacked to ironic using him in the N word. I said, that's none of my business. I take people out, I find them. Oh, indeed. But yeah, it could be like that though, right? Like sometimes, I'm sure we've all had situations like this where you met somebody or you know somebody who is just like the worst. You know, they're just a horrible person. And then when they're around somebody else for whatever reason, unbeknownst to you, they're just like the sweetest sweethearts of all time. And you're just like, ugh, really? It's just me then, alright? But I guess it's the other way around. Horrible to everybody else. Nice to you. I think it's a guy thing. It could be. I think I've got at least a few of them with that bomb. There's maybe 3 left. Oh, I should probably take a picture of some of these guys, actually. Eesh. Not like that. I mean, I know it's true. There's another guy who works there, and he also black. He went back to say he was lying, but this was when the strikes was on, and they all going at each other. Oh, that's when acting like bitches. Well, that's a thing. I ain't gonna lie. That's a thing. Grown ass men be acting like bitches. That's a real thing. Like, you'd think like you get to like your adult years, like maybe like your 25 plus years, you'd think you get there, and from that point you'd be like, kind of like grown out all this childish stuff, but oof. Nope. Dudes being like their 40s and 50s, 60s, older, and yep, acting like bitches. That's a thing. We take some better weapons. was nice to me. So oh wait, do I want the Falcon bow? 26 to my 20 ish. Oh wait, no, that's 26. Okay, no, I got 26 and that's a 20, so it'll be less than what I got. Might be worth just take a picture of though. Oh, I ain't took a picture of the night bow yet. Weak ass bow. But yeah, man. Grown men be acting like bitches is a real thing. It's an epidemic. It's a worldwide epidemic. Maybe it's part of this new world. But I don't even see where that went. Oh, there it is. Flint. He got his supervisor promotion. He was going for it also. I got it. But to be fair, yeah, I had the most experience. This guy hadn't been there that long. And apparently he played the race car. I was like that. Yeah, people play the race card sometimes, and it's like, bruh, just accept the fact that you're just not that good. You don't have experience, or you just crap at your job, quite frankly. Like, yeah. How did I end up this way, though? told me about that because I said I liked him. So he told you he played a race card? Or was he like, oh, they didn't employ me because I'm black? Here's the thing though, like this is something that I think a lot of people who love to play the race card might not be ready to hear. But sometimes, and you know, not all the time for sure, but sometimes, you're actually more likely to get a job if you're black. Because some of these big companies are so scared of being called, you know, racist or whatever, that if they had two people and let's say that, I mean, they're not going to take someone who can't do a job. I mean, they're never going to do that. But you got two people who are, let's say, pretty capable, and one guy is maybe a little bit better, not like a lot better, but let's say he's just a little bit better than the other guy. But the one who's not as good is a black guy. Chances are they'll go with the black guy in that situation. Like if the white guy was like significantly a better option, then yeah, they'll just go with that. But if it was just marginally, then chances are sometimes they'll go with the black guy. And again, not all the time. But this is part of the thinking. And it's like, for me personally, I don't care for that. Like, I ain't trying to be nobody's proof you're not racist, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that. Like, if I'm not good enough for a job, I don't want it. You know what I mean? To take somebody else, I'll do something. But employ somebody else and I'll go do something else. I'd rather be in a place where I'm wanted, not because, you know, I make people look good or whatever, but, you know, because I am actually wanted to be there and not just, you know, some token or something. Like, I wouldn't want that anyway. I wouldn't want that, because then every day is just misery, because nobody really wants you there anyway. You know, you're just there to fill a quota or something. So yeah, there are definitely some racist people in the world for sure. I ain't trying to deny that. But also, let's not pretend like it doesn't work the other way either, you know. Okay, acting supervisor with that job though. You gotta go with who is best for the role. You know, indeed. Oh wait, Mr. Bit was telling me this guy to the higher ups. Get some with the higher ups. That's how I found out. So responsibility. You know, be tough for your game now for sure. That's actually one of the things I learned when I was doing what's the job called again? Deputy team leader role back in the day. Back when I used to be part of the world. Back when I used to be part of the corporate world. But one of the things I learned is that, yeah, it's not just about being able to do the job. Of course, that's a part of it, and it's an important part of it. You need to be able to do the job. But the next part of it is that you kind of need to be willing to, yo, what up, Brax? You kind of need to be willing to be, you know, in there with the higher ups as well. Like you said, Elliot is like, now for some people, that's a natural thing to do. Right, for some people, that's like it comes naturally to them. It's just kind of who they are. You know, it's part of their nature, part of their character, and that's fine if that's who you are. I ain't trying to say it's a bad thing. It's not. It's just who you are. But it's just not me. You know what I mean? That's just not me. Like, I ain't trying to talk to a lot of these guys, because a lot of them are the type of people I wouldn't talk to anyway. I'm only talking to them because, like, you know, we're in a job together. And, you know, you got to run things by them. I'm not trying to be their friends, you know what I mean? So I just wasn't that guy. And when you're not that guy who's willing to kind of be sort of buddy with some of these guys, it's like everything's harder. Everything is harder. And I could have pulled the race card, you know, back then. I chose not to, for a few reasons. One is that it's not something I can prove. Two, it would have been a bit dumb trying to do it because there was mostly Asian people. So it'd been awkward trying to pull a race card in that situation anyway. But yeah, it was just like, look, it just is what it is. Like, they're all friends and I'm not part of their clique and I don't want to be. And yeah. But yeah, there's a lot when it comes to like getting promoted, man. It's like you need to be able to do the job. Like I say, that's part of it. That's the important part of it. But then it's also all the other parts of it as well. All the political, is that the word, right word to use? The politics side, is it? The political side of things. There's also that as well. And it's like where we need to like talk to the right people and be friends with the right people, or say the right things, or not say the things that you might want to say, and keep know when to like stay quiet and keep your mouth shut about certain things, or know when to turn a blind eye to some of the nonsense that some of the higher ups are doing as well, and all that, you know. It's long. Same as you, I swear. Yeah, totally opposite. He has no problem being pally with higher ups, so I will stay the F away. Will never get promoted. Never, ever, ever. Much raining down here. Raining. Yeah, it's been raining here as well, actually. Had quite a lot of it. Had some storms here actually recently. We had some of your type of weather. Well, it's probably not as bad as your weather, actually, to be fair. Probably not as bad as Louisiana weather, but we had a few. We had was it Storm Isha, just in the last few days. So yeah, we had a little taste of what Louisianas go through. It wasn't too bad in London, but apparently some other parts of the country were hit really badly. Like I saw pictures of like trees being knocked down and that kind of thing. I mean, it got pretty intense though, for sure though. Definitely had to lay the bins down. Like, by the way, I don't know how many people know this because I don't see a lot of people doing it. But when the wind starts to pick up a bit, when the wind starts to get a little bit strong, not necessarily even hurricane level strong or storm level strong, but just anytime the wind starts to get a bit strong, always lay the bins down. Like, always. Like, I don't see a lot of people doing it. Like, I really don't. But yeah, lay the bins down. Like, to go outside, lay the bins down, lean them up, lie them down on the floor up against like a wall or something. It's not going to prevent them from being blown across the street. It might not, but it would go a long way into not making a complete and utter mess after the storm's done or after the wind's done. But yeah, lay the bins down. I don't see too many people doing it, and I think it's good advice. I think it's a good thing to do. I always lay the bins down. Like, it's just like, yeah, lay the bins down. Like, this is what you should be doing. If you're not doing it already, you should be doing it. Or how about, what would you say, Brax, as someone who's lived through many a storm? What's your opinion on whether people should lay the bins down or not? Oh wait, what did I just do? That's not what I was doing. It's this one. So the clues in which I've got for where this place is. Seems to be somewhere along this way, really. Rito Village. Okay. But this sign is pointing this way for the flight range. Ah, this is confusing. This sign points this way. Alright, we're trying to stay in this direction a lot, none of these guys. I ain't gonna mess around with these guys. We'll bring the trash cans close against the front or side of the place so they won't blow away. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're like, if you got, I guess, a semi-detached or fully detached, then yeah, you can put this bins on the side. That's a good idea. I don't have a semi-detached though, so can't do that. I've been this way though, like, nah. Oh, flipping out. But I'm not trying to take on that thing right now. Okay, I think this is the path though, so let me try and stick to the path. But how you been, Brax? Apart from, you know, the rain. Okay, there's a sign here. Let's see what this says. Flight range, okay. I think we're going the right way. I think. Okay, let me stick to this path, man. Oh, that buffalo ran away real quick. Flight range. Flight range. Oh, I think we've gone the right way. Oh, wait, I've been here already. Flight range. Ooh, found it. Oh. I've been alright. Was looking at some Maria Margoyle's video. She's a real vibe. I always liked her since she was on Sponge. James the Giant Peach. Okay. Yeah, I know Miriam Margoyles. Well, I know of her. She's an actress. She's been in loads of movies, though. Alright, let me talk to this guy. I was like, so as a kid, and Graham Norton. Oh yeah, she's been on that show loads of times. I've seen a bunch of clips. She's just like out with it, you know what I mean? Like she just doesn't hold back. I mean, she's an older person, so you know there's a point when people's lives where like the older you get, the more you just don't. You focus on the important things, don't worry about all these repercussions or the, you know what I mean? You ain't even bothered about that no more. But yeah, she'd be like that. Once a divine beast, Varmeadow, falls from the sky. I need to get to the Breakfast Club, Sway's Universe, and some other YouTube talk panels. Okay, the radio stations. Yeah, that's fine. About the LGs. Miramont goals on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, they can get to do, was it, Sway's 5 Fingers of Death. Is that... get to a freestyle. They all died 100 years ago. Let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. Wow, just 5 though. Just 5. Falcon bow. Do I want a falcon bow though? I don't think I do, you know. But apparently I need to take it. Ugh, flipping out. Apparently I need to take it. Got 20 bomb arrows. Alright, so that's the flight range. I think it might be a good idea to try and so I can get some warm clothes, but I don't know if I've got some warm food, but if I can get some warm clothes, that'd be even better. But I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. I think I passed, because I know, well, I need 600. Oh, 1,000. 500. So I need, what's that, around 2,000. 2,150 rupees. Would he buy some stuff from me? I don't want to sell nothing. Oh, what can I sell? Sell some of these, I guess. I've got 13 of them. I'll sell 10 for now. Okay, it's a good start. Sapphire, oof. Let me see if I can hold on to that for a minute. Just sell stuff that I've got in abundance if I can. Let's see, what's one of these for now? I still need about another 1,000. Flint, oh, loads of these. It's a bare common, man. Let me go 15. Only 75, you know. Okay, I've got a bunch of these, so let me do 15 of these for now. Let me do 10 for now. Oh, and that does it. Okay. Yeah, that would do it. right, all right. I think I got loads of bone marrows. 27, yeah. Oh, let's see if we can make it inside Van Meadow for now. Off. Swallow bow. All right, but let me ask you something. $100 ago. If you don't really care why, then, bruh, why ask? Like, damn, man. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. You need to withdraw for a bit. Just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. You need to regroup. It's impenetrable. Don't forget your cold protection. This is good advice. Make sure. Oh no, my bomb arrows. Okay, yeah, we good. Okay. Right. I see. I see. Needs to get a little bit closer, but yeah, just a little bit closer. There's 2 more now. Got it. 1 more now. Sam's back. Back once again with a Renegade Master. But 1 more cannon to destroy. And we just might get inside. Oh, that's new. We just might get inside Van Meadow today. Sophie has took her whole pills tonight. Some thunder into. Okay, is that what I mean? You mean the all of the pills, like the ones she's supposed to take, or you mean like the whole bottle? Like, I mean, hopefully that's not like. You mean hopefully you meant the first one, like she's taking all the pills she's supposed to take, and not like a whole bottle of pills, because that would be awful. Oh, right, I read that all the way wrong. My bad. I read that wrong. I see it now. Sorry. Got some thundering going on. Bad weather on your end, isn't it? Oh, we made it to Van Meadow. Travel gate registered to map. some days. No, not dealing with you today. Hey, I was saying this to someone, one of my pastors the other day, but I think this is something that I've believed for a long time. Nobody will piss you off more than your family. Nobody will piss you off more than people in your own family. It just is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. Well, we made it. We made it. Yeah, man. It ain't no bad weather over here. At this time, some cold might come back. I went to a funeral over the weekend. Well, I went with, was told, not short notice, my sister went to hell. Navigate the GPS. It's because somebody managed to go with her though. But yeah, it's more likely to be a wedding than it's more likely to be a funeral than a wedding these days. Yeah. She can't find her reading journal. Of course, it's my fault. Catch her on her phone when she couldn't be on it. It's my fault for going in her room, etc. All day long. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, them ones. Yeah, it's always somebody else's fault. Yeah. Ancient core. Oof, got it. We went to a funeral in our hometown 3 weeks ago, Saturday. It's gonna have a little laser stage on that. It's cancer prevention. Oh. Well, I got the map. Ooh, bomb arrows, nice. I'll take that. But you know what? It's getting late. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. And we're inside Meadow finally. So I think this is a good place to wind down. Let me come over here. While we do that, just kind of wind down the stream. Oh, man. Close. Oh wait, you need to turn this thing off too. It's all these buttons. All these buttons. You can't just use your authority as because they don't work on certificates. Trigger lightly because it can kick off any time she is due a meltdown. This is the start of it. Oh, I see. So it's just like the calm before the storm, except it's more like the storm before the bigger storm. A couple of years ago, doctors prescribed her some eye drops to take every night to prevent blindness, but they said don't have to do that, so she won't need eye drops anymore. Okay, so with the operation, she won't need me to keep sticking things in her eyes. One last thing being stuck in her eyes, and then no more things get stuck in her eyes. All right, that seems reasonable. It's smart for her to do that, so she won't have to deal with cataracts down the road. Yeah. So go on for a few days, and she will blow up. Then it will be all calm again. Oh. So, like, I mean, knowing that that's coming in a few days, like, how do you or can you prepare for something like that? Like, is there things that you can do? I mean, I guess you can't necessarily prevent it, but is there things you can do to maybe make it not as bad, or just when it happens, you're everybody's able to just kind of deal with it as and when, like. Simple laser surgery. Oh, good luck to your mama. Good luck to Mama Spivvy. Just ride it out. Oof. Just ride. Just ride. You like that meme? Have you seen that meme going around with the dog? It's sitting in the room, and the whole room's on fire, and it's got a caption just saying, "It's fine. Everything is fine. It's all fine." Dog's just sitting there calmly. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. So I guess that's how it's gotta be. That's how it gotta be. That's my life right now. Oh, man. All right, let me see here. So yeah, that's it. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, she was like, hell no, I'm getting it done sooner than later. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you definitely want to do things as soon as possible, so if you have the means to. Especially when it comes to things like health and prevention. You know, they say that prevention is better than cure. So yeah, and if time you could do something to prevent something, yeah, do it. Do it, you know. Matter of fact, you're at a point, Brax, if you realize this, and I guess we all need to realize it in some way. But your parents and your uncles and your grandparents and basically the elders in your family, right? They are what are called crystal balls, right? And what I mean by that is there are three types of people: crystal balls, mirrors, and angels, right? Now, anybody could be a crystal ball, anybody could be an angel, anybody could be a mirror. The thing is, for the most part, you won't know which one you are to somebody, and they won't know which one they are to you. But generally speaking, your elder family members are crystal balls. So when you look into a crystal ball, you see a possible future, and that's your family. That's elders in your family. They represent a possible future. And if you like what you see, then cool. You keep going in the same way that they do the same things they did. But if there's things that you don't like, then you know you need to do something different. So to prevent eye disease or any kind of illnesses that are in your family that you see in your elders, you should know now that this is the time to do what you can to try to avoid that. Whether that's, I mean, assuming, of course, you're not doing this already. I don't know. I'm kind of just spitting off the top here, but you might be doing this stuff already. But yeah, look at stuff like, okay, what can I do to prevent that from happening as best as I can? There's no guarantees in life, I know, but what can you do now to prevent that from happening? Is there certain types of food you need to avoid, or certain types of food you need to eat, certain types of exercises you need to do, certain types of fitness regimes you need to follow? Yeah, my voice is breaking, sorry. But yeah, when you see your elder family members, they are crystal balls and they represent a possible future. And there's going to be things that you like about that future and the things that you don't like about that future. The things that you like, you can go along the same path. The things that you don't like, you need to do something different. So that's a gift, yeah. Oh, that is easy to handle, and this repetitive build up is exhausting. Off. Alright. I see them as gems. I quit smoking because these in my family. Yeah, so things like that, you know, when you see things happening in your elders, it's like, okay, this is the path that I'm going down, and it's going to lead me to the same thing that they've got. I don't want that for myself. I need to do something different. You know, someone's intro 2025 chandelier status. She sees herself as a chandelier, not a celebrity or a star. Freeway mirror. But yeah, this is something that I saw on a YouTube video about crystal balls, mirrors, and angels. and it's kind of just stuck with me for a while because I just thought it was really profound. And like I say, for the most part, you're going to be a crystal ball to somebody. You're going to be an angel to somebody, and you're going to be a mirror to somebody. And for the most part, you're not going to know which one you are to which person, you know, because they're not always going to know themselves which one you are to them. It just kind of happens, right? It could be something that was said to you by some random stranger that was, you know, an epiphany in your life, and that person's an angel, right? That's what an angel is. Somebody who just comes into your life and says or does something, and it's so profound and so meaningful that it just changes the way you think, changes the way you do things, changes so much, you know. Or even if it's not like that deep, but just something that means something to you, something really big to you. And for them, it's probably just a throwaway statement. You know, they were probably just saying it just to be saying it. But to you, it just meant so much. And they're never going to know that it meant that to you. You might not even know it meant that to you at the time it happened. It might not be till much later that you realize that's what it meant to you. But that's an angel. Somebody who just comes into your life, says something or does something that affects you in a profound way. And then the mirrors are people who reflect things about yourself. You know, when you see somebody, you meet somebody or whatever, and you see something in them that reflects something about yourself. It could be something good, it could be something bad. A lot of times it's going to be something bad. And this is when your ego kind of comes into it, because sometimes when we see bad things in other people, what we're really seeing is the bad things in ourselves. And then, you know, you ever heard the term somebody's projecting? That's what that is. The bad things you see in other people, more often than not, the bad things that you know about yourselves. And we kind of project that onto other people and say, oh, you're this and you're this and you're this and you need to do this and you need to do that. But the truth is, it's a reflection of yourself. And when you're seeing that, the real good right thing to do is to swallow your pride and accept that there's something about yourself that you need to do differently. But that's what a mirror is, somebody who reflects something about yourself. And then, yeah, the crystal ball, somebody who represents a possible future. You know, look into my crystal ball and see the future. That's what I mean. You know, somebody who represents a possible future. And if you like what you see in that possible future, then okay, cool. Keep going along that same path. If you don't like what you're seeing, then something needs to change. Oh, mine's a blurry, or it's pitch black. You already know I'm not useful at all. Come on. Come on. At 30 years old, you got to be useful. And I know you don't want to I know you don't want to say your age. I know you're not going to admit that I'm right. But I think we've all guessed right now. You don't have to admit it. It's fine. It's fine, Braxton. You don't have to admit it. You don't have to agree. You don't have to confirm. But I think we've all pretty much gathered that you're about 30 years old. So for a 30-year-old, you're useful to somebody. And if you're not, then you better be. Can't ever let yourself become useless. Never. It don't matter if you ain't got no legs, ain't got no arms, don't matter if you can't move, can't walk. Don't matter if you need somebody else to wipe your ass for you. Don't matter what kind of physical condition you're in or mental condition you're in. As much as possible, you can never allow yourself to become useless. I think sometimes we all feel as though we ain't useful. Nah, dog, I'm not fair. You still guess wrong, Alright, you keep saying that. I feel like the more you say I'm wrong, the more I'm convinced I'm right. The more you say I'm wrong about 30, the more I'm convinced, yeah, it's about 30. Late 20s to early 30s. Maybe mid 30s on the higher end. Or mid 20s on the lower end. But yeah, somewhere around 30 is what I'm guessing. Somewhere between 25 and 35. Somewhere between 25 and 35. That's my guess. Days where I think, what's the point? But I think sometimes, like, when you do a lot though, and especially when a lot of what you do goes, you know, unnoticed or unappreciated, and even though that's not why you do it, of course, like you do it because it's the right thing to do, but when a lot of what you do just goes unnoticed and unappreciated, yeah, it could feel like that. It could feel like that. Or especially like when, you know, so much of what you do goes unnoticed and unappreciated, and one time you get something wrong, you gotta hear about it. You know what I mean? Nobody says nothing about anything you do, but that one time you made a mistake, or you got something wrong, or you didn't, or whatever it was, and it's like, nah, you gotta hear about it. And it's like, ugh. People being convinced. All right. One of these days, man. One of these days. The truth is, Braxton's actually 55. Braxton's 55, and he's about a few years away from retirement. Be told, oh, a youngster, still a baby, still a newcomer, you're still in an early part of your adulthood, still got plenty of time. I was just about to say, you're really 50. Yeah, we do still have plenty of time at 50. You do? Well, hopefully you do. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, who knows how much time any of us actually have, but hopefully still got plenty of time at 50. But if you consider the average lifespan of a human being is around, let's say, about 80 years old, right? If you're 50, you've potentially got 30 years of life left. That's still quite a lot of time to do stuff. You know what I mean? It's still quite a lot of time to do stuff. So I'm just saying. Like, there's people who like literally learn whole new skills at like 50 years old or 60 years old. Like, they will just like take up a whole new hobby or a whole new thing in their life, you know, in their middle ages. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. In fact, Kirk Hammett, the guitarist of Metallica, I think I saw in an interview or something where he said that he took up surfing when he was like in his 40s or something like that. I think it was like in his like late 40s or something, or mid 40s. I can't remember how old he was, but I think he was in his 40s, like maybe early 40s. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But the point is, he was in his 40s. He was taking up surfing at an age where, you know, a lot of people would be retiring from surfing. You know, a lot of people who they've been surfing since they were like 16 years old or something, and now they're like, now they're getting ready to hang up the board and do stuff behind it. Now this guy's like, hey, I want to start surfing at 40 years old. It's like, why not, man? Why not? Those in their 20s or 30s who has some success are still trying to figure out stuff. Well, the truth is, I don't think you ever really figure it out. You know, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much experience you have. I mean, nobody ever really figures it out. The truth is, the only thing you figure out is that that life is ever changing, right? You know, and you just keep doing the best you can do at any given time, because the things you know now, right? The things you know now are going to be different for the things you know tomorrow. And so if you have to make a decision today about something, you're going to make what you believe is the best decision for you at a particular moment in time. Tomorrow, new information comes to you, and then it's like, oh, I didn't know that. If I hadn't known that, I'd have made a different decision. But you can't, because you've already done that, and it's already been made, and now you just got to deal with it. And it just is what it is. You never figure it out. You just learn as you keep going, and you try to do better with the things that you learn and the things that you know. You know, you try to do what you can with what you have, and that's all you could ever do. Nobody ever figures it out. It's just, it's life. I guess you figure it out when you're dead, maybe, but that's about it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Advanced 53,000. 50,000 pounds. Well, can I match the lyrics and Eminem's Lose Yourself? Oh yeah. You gotta lose yourself in the music the moment you're on, but there we go. You only get one shot to not miss your chance to go. No more changing, no more changing. If I'm on a sweater already, mom spaghetti. He's nervous. Eminem, I think, has looked after himself pretty well, actually, to be fair. And I think he's in his 50s by now. Yeah. But then again, actually, here's a comparison picture. So let's see this. Oof, that's the wrong one. Open. I need to zoom this in or something. Make it bigger. There we go. There we go. We've got a comparison picture. We've got Eminem at 30 years old and Eminem at 51 years old. I mean, I don't know if I'd say he looks in his 20s or 30s, but yeah, he's definitely looked after himself pretty well. He's managed to maintain a fairly youthful look. He's 51. Well, he was 51 in 2023. I guess he's turning 52 this year. Well, that's for sure, indeed. But then again, he's wearing a hat in both these pictures, so like, we don't know what's going on underneath that hat. We don't know what's going on. Man might look like, I don't know, like Homer Simpson underneath that hat before we know. I'm just saying. Yeah, with the hat on, he looks. He could pass for like, I don't know, let's say 38. He could pass for 38 with a hat on. Takes a hat off and it's like more like 83, and it's like, ugh. But yeah, nah, he's looked after himself. That's good living. I think I did see an interview actually where he talks about being more health conscious, but this was years ago though. Like, it was an interview with Jonathan Ross, I think, who was talking about being more health conscious after doing all those drugs. So yeah, good living, man. Good living. So I guess if you wanna stay looking young by the time you're in your 50s, like Eminem, you gotta do a whole bunch of drugs. I think that's the I think that's the message that's being sent here right now. If you want to maintain your youthful good looks, do a whole bunch of drugs. I think that's what they're saying. Probably a bad idea, though. Probably a bad idea. Eat your vegetables, man. Eat your vegetables. Go for walks. Walking is a good exercise. I think I've said this before. I'm pretty sure I've said this before. But walking is such an underrated exercise. So yeah, that's something to do. Because here's the thing, like, running is a good exercise, of course. Like, everybody knows that. But most people, even people who like run a lot, don't run every day, right? Most people, to run like 3 miles every day is a lot. It's not a good idea. You'd probably end up hurting yourself if you try to run 3 miles every day. You'd probably end up pulling a muscle or something, But you can walk every day, and you could add, and it's relatively easy for most people to add in extra steps to their walking just daily, where you can burn a few extra calories just walking maybe an extra mile a day. Like, it doesn't have to be like a big long walk, but if you added like, say, like a mile to your daily walking, like, that would do a lot for your body conditioning, your just overall health. You combine that with a protein rich diet, a low calorie protein, well, I say not low calorie, but a reasonably caloried protein rich diet. And yeah, that can do a lot for you. That can do a lot. So I'm just saying. Let me before I get down off my health horse. Walking is a good exercise to do. And if you're not already doing it, then yeah, it's something to add to your daily routines. Susan Summer talk how to care of herself, looks a decade younger than 76 was free to her. Susan Summer, that's a name I don't believe I know. Let me look that up real quick. Susan Summer, is that S-O or S-U or S-O? Susan Summers. Passed away, 2023 October, just a few months back. I mean, might be best I don't say what I'm thinking in this case, actually. But yeah, rest in peace to her, and I'll just leave that there. I'll just leave that there. It might be best I don't say what I'm thinking. It's just not. It's not important. It's not important that she's passed away now. So let me just keep my opinions to myself on that one. Eat Vel sprouts. Walking. I walk more when it's not so cold. Well, it's pretty cold outside for real though. Say it. She was on Free's company back in the early 90s for around the years. She's had health battles though. I mean, it happens, right, as we get older. Various health issues, one thing or the other. That's Susan Summers, by the way. You can come to your conclusions. Was she allowed in airplanes in her later years? Do you know? I can't see, so sad. You know what? I mean, look, I'm just going by pictures, right? I don't know this woman. I don't know her life. So I'm just saying how it looks to me. I'm not saying what it is. right? I'm not saying what it is because I don't know. I'm just saying what it looks like is she was allowed and she was killing it on the dance with. She was allowed in airplanes. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, just sometimes when people go to the doctors a few times to get some stuff done, sometimes they're not allowed on airplanes afterwards, is all I'm just saying. But hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know this woman. Rest in peace to her. Whatever she did, it's her business. It's none of mine. And then all the folks. I'm not talking about her health problems, by the way. In fact, if that's what you thought I was talking about, it's probably best I don't say what I was thinking. Probably best I don't say what I was thinking. K5 definitely needs to stop flying then. Yeah, I think Sam got what I was trying to say. But hey, look, her body, her choice, right? And like I said, it's none of my business. I'm not judging. But yeah. Some people, work out a lot, eat vegetables and eat the right foods and live an active lifestyle. And some people go to see somebody. No judgment. Granny still rocking outside of Grams flexing his 6 or 8 pack. Serial mom. Just looking at her movie database. I would have a bit of Botox when I need it. Yeah, it has to be like a tiny bit though. Like, I mean, Botox is apparently getting, well, I don't know if it's getting common, but I remember there was some girls in the back of my cab talking about just getting Botox, and they weren't like old girls. They were like maybe, I mean, I don't know how old they were, but they seemed like they made it in their 20s, maybe early 30s. But they were talking about just getting Botox. Well, one of them was anyway, talking about getting Botox and, getting like how it wears off after a while and you gotta get it redone. And I guess it's a relatively common thing now. But yeah, it has to be a bit, because when you see people just get too much Botox, oof. You see people get too much Botox, and it just doesn't go well. It don't go well, man. We didn't have it now. I don't need it yet. But would consider it. That's the only thing I would do. And where would you get it though? Like, are we talking lips, face, like eyes, or just all over? Yeah, she had a few nip and tucks here and there. Maybe either way, she still did it. Oh, I see. Well, like I said, hey, her body, her choice, right? I ain't one to judge. Got more ass than sense. Okay. Apparently Tom Cruise got Botox, according to this. Oof. Somebody's just mad that was like, it's needed for wrinkles. Now makeup still works. I'm good. Eat your veggies. If you're not already, make sure you eat your veggies. It's a lot cheaper than Botox. I'm just saying. Eat your veggies. Or at the very least, it gives you time to save up for Botox. Oh, I don't know if I'd ever do that. I mean, I guess I'm not entirely against the idea of, you know, getting cosmetic surgeries done, but I don't know. I don't think I'd ever do it for myself. It's never say never, but yeah, I don't think I don't think I would. It's not really been something that's been on my mind like that to do. But hey, who knows what the future holds? Those glass bridges in China and so on. Want to visit the one in China. Yeah, I wasn't. They had a glass bridge in South Africa in Pretoria. There's a small one, to be in fairness. It was a small one. But it's still a glass bridge nonetheless. And it wasn't up high or anything, but it's still a glass bridge nonetheless. And even though it's small and not very high off of the ground, walking across a glass bridge like that it's an experience. Let me just say that it's an experience. You know, it's an experience. And that was just a small one that wasn't that high up off the ground. So yeah, the ones I've seen in those videos where it's like mad high and it's long, bruh. If that small one I was on, yeah, a mad thing, man. It's a mad thing. But the worst ones is when people start jumping up and down, going, it's fine, it's fine. They start jumping up and down. It's like, bruh, and people's reactions on there. Actually, good trash. You know, people say that. I'm not sure that's true. Or maybe there's truth to it. But certainly, I think there's plenty of black folk out there that didn't necessarily age gracefully, so to speak. You know what I mean? I think that it does happen, but I think there's more to be said about maintaining, let's say, youth, or there's more to be said about just trying to be stress-free, trying to be, as free from the BS as possible. Not get involved in things that don't concern you. Just letting things go, letting things go that you can't do nothing about. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for that. Well, see, you say that though, Brax, but the thing is, I feel like any gift that's taken for granted, I mean, anything that's given can easily be taken away, right? And to assume that, oh, that's just how it is, and you know, you just live with it. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like, okay, you could still mess yourself up. Like, you can still ruin your body and your health and everything. Like, there's no guarantee of any kind of, you know, healthy living in your later years. So I don't think we could just say like, oh yeah, it's a divine gift, and as if like nothing we can do in our lives is going to destroy that. You know, anything that's given can be taken. If it is let's say it is a divine gift, anything that's given can be taken away. So if you're not looking after yourself, if you're, you know, smoking crack every day or something, you know what I mean, or eating burgers every day, and you know, sit on the couch, and bro, you're gonna ruin yourself, and you'll get to that old age, or not even old age. You get to like, you know, 30, 40, and look like you're in your 70s. You know, the whole black don't crack won't matter then. Like, you still need to look after yourself. You know, you still need to look after yourself. So yeah, I mean, if it's a divine gift, great, but anything that's given can be taken away. Kelly Price, good singer. Kelly Price was a good singer. Very different to Katie Price, though. Very different to Katie Price. Apart from, I guess I got K and P, and their names both have Price as the last name, and then that's just about it. Embrace the blackness. Embrace the blackness. Dog voices in my head. Raw. Look a mess. Granted, not many, but I've seen them. No, there's a few. There's a few. That's why I can't really get down with the whole black don't crack thing. Cause I mean, I get it, and I say, like I say, there's. I don't think it's an untrue thing, so to speak, but because I feel like if you look at a lot of people, a lot of black people, at least in my experience, and of course I can't talk for everybody, but a lot of black people in my experience do kind of get to that point in their life where they're in their, you know, 20s, 30s, and they're already like, I don't want to deal with other people's BS. I don't want to deal with other people's nonsense. Like, if you know a guy at your job or at your school or at your college or anywhere that you go to on a regular basis, and they're the type of person who's always just like, man, how can we bother to deal with these things? Almost certainly it's a black guy, right? And I feel that there is definitely a thing with how a lot of black people are raised in the Western world, you know, where, you know, we're often not getting involved with other people's nonsense, because it's like, look, I'm just not here for that. I'm just trying to concentrate on my thing. I'm kind of concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm trying to, you know, because that's a lot of what we're told from our parents, and, you know, sort of society and friends and communities and blah 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 blah. So that's the thing about just like kind of focus on yourself and focus on your craft and not getting involved with other people. And I feel like when you live in a stress-free way, or as stress-free as possible, yeah, that goes a long way into like maintaining you know, youth and stuff like that. There's a content creator by the name of Jordan Howlett, who goes by Jordan the Stallion on Instagram, and he's 26. Well, he says he's 26 but he, by his own acknowledgement, the dude looks much older than that, and he's a black guy. You know, he's Let me see if I can find a picture actually, because I do watch his videos. He's a cool guy. Well, I would say he's a cool guy. I don't know him, but he seems like a cool guy. Let me see if I can find All right, let me see here. All right, here we go. I ain't got a reason to do something to you. They did nothing to me. I don't know them. Oh wait, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Stress will age you. Old school one. My name's Bennett. No, my name's Bennett and I ain't in it. My name's Bennett and I ain't in it. But yeah, living stress free. Living stress free would go a long way. You know, concentrating on concerning yourself with the things that concern you and not concerning yourself with the things that don't concern you can go a long way. But yeah, also just good living, man. Just gotta be healthy. Gotta be healthy. I mean, I know I don't look it, but I'm actually 95. You know, I'm actually 95 this week. I turned 95 in a few days. So yeah, man, good living. It's just good living. You found out you wasn't 100% back in your DNA. Oh yeah. You should do one of those DNA tests where they tell you all your whole heritage. Tell you where your whole heritage and be like, yeah, actually, you're 99% Indian. %1 Middle Eastern. I believe I'm 19 to 22. Possibly 50. Somewhere between 30 and 50. If not, well, I'm still sticking with 30, but yeah, if not 30, 50. if not 30, 50, maybe 72. Alright, so we're approaching the time where I might have to start logging off. But before I do, I wanna show you guys a picture of something beautiful. Black Americans are a new breed. This nation has been. Ain't no telling what the hell I got in me. With my looks, I meant the way I like it. Well. Alright, here we go. You ready? Could be the most beautiful thing you see all day, actually. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, prepare yourself. Here we go. Here we go. That bottom one with the green, that was a what they call it again? A Macta, and I forget their names, but yeah, this middle one was a coffee, cardamom, coconut, and this top one was a praline something with an apple filling in the middle. That green bit is apple. I'm telling you, man, all these donuts were great. Especially, I feel like this top one was probably my favorite one. This top one, I like this bottom one as well. This Maxa one, that was really, really nice. And this top one was nice. The middle one I liked. I felt like the filling though, I could probably do without, to be honest. But overall was good. And then the coconut bit was nice. Definitely like the coconut on this one. I love the coconut on that one. But yeah, this top one here and this bottom one here, oh, they were so good. They were so good. So pretty indeed. Oof, look at that. That was me today. Well, partly. Also had this too. I got that coffee for free because I had a free token. And then the lady recommended the cinnamon bun. And it was a good recommendation. Oof, that cinnamon bun was really good. I like the coffee too. But yeah, that cinnamon bun, oof. She made a good recommendation. I'm only saying back America because you say you might have 40% Middle East and 10% white. You know what? I mean, just considering the history, that might not even be that impossible. Genetic ties with Middle East. That would be the East Africans and Somalians. You know, people say that, like, stuff like that, like, and then they do these DNA tests and they find out that they've got, like, because you have to remember that people travel, like, back in the day. Like, people traveled back in the day. Like, traveling isn't new. You know, travel isn't something that just got invented in, like, the 20th century. Like, people have been traveling for years. And there was a lot of trade from, you know, different countries and different continents going back hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, right? So, like, people traveled. And you got to remember that a lot of history, a lot of Black American history has been lost. You know, like, that's the unfortunate truth of it. Like, a lot of it has been lost. You know, or let me not say lost. Let's keep it real. Destroyed. You know, a lot of it's been destroyed. Let's call it what it is. But the point I'm making is that there's a lot that you might not know about what happened or what. I mean, you could study certain things and get an idea of generally what happened before, like, the transatlantic slave trade, right? But in terms of the specifics of what happened in your family, like, specifically, that's going to be difficult to really kind of pinpoint. So I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, it's not an impossible thing that you could have genetics that go to, you know, the Middle East or Japan even, or who knows where, right? You know what I mean? It could literally be anywhere in the world, because like even like way back when, you know, trade, deals, traveling, people being a little bit naughty on the side, you know, all of that was going on, you know, long before, you know, the 20th century. So I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying it's not impossible. All right. But it's funny when you see those people on those TV shows who are like, I'm British, 100% British, my family's British, we've been British, we're nothing but British. And they do a DNA test and it's like, you know, German and Nigerian and, you know what I mean, like Zimbabwe. It is like just, it's just a mix. Everybody is mixed with a little something, yeah. I mean, my family, I can trace my family back a few generations to Nigeria. Before that, I have no idea. So, yeah. I have no idea. Like, I can trace my family back. So, my parents, grandparents, and then great-grandparents. Great-grandparents. Going back to Nigeria. And I think the great-great-grandparents is what, if I remember correctly. I remember my dad was talking to us about this once. So yeah, I can trace my family back in Nigeria a few generations at least, but yeah, beyond that, who knows, man, who knows? And even within that, like, I don't know everything that went around. I know, like, there were definitely people in my family that shall we say, didn't always sleep in the same house each night. So who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows, man? It's like, you can never be, until you do a test, like, you can never really be that certain of what exactly your heritage is. You know, you can trace it back maybe a little bit, but beyond that, right, but that's the thing that happened, right? And those masses, you know, they would have traveled, or they would have had people in their family that traveled, you know, they would have been around as well. So that's what I mean. It's like, it could have been, you could have got, somebody could have got the whiteness from the masses or whatever, but that massa could have got some of its heritage from, in fact, they would have had their heritage go back to like Europe, you know, and then Europe was dealing with all kinds of trade, so their family heritage could go back to different places as well. So I'm just saying, it's not impossible. I pay the money, get mine done one day. Yeah, I might do that as well. You know, it might be fun to do. Find out if I'm like, I don't know, 0% Australian or something. I don't know. Bring in inside Master's Mistress house, the big house. Bring in them. Oh yeah, no, I get that. But that's kind of the point I'm making, is that everybody comes from somewhere, and you don't always know exactly where. And especially when a lot of history's been destroyed, a lot of you know, people who were taken advantage of, right? You know, all of that was going on. So in terms of like your specific DNA, like, yeah, you don't know until you know. How much does a DNA test cost, by the way? Let me see real quick. Because I'll do it, but I ain't trying to pay no ridiculous money for it. Okay, so Ancestry.com will charge you £94 plus shipping. Doesn't say what the shipping cost is though, but £94 plus shipping, and that would tell you all that Ancestry DNA offers plus. Oh wait, so yeah, you can discover your heritage, learn about your ancestors, and find new family connections. Plus, learn how your genes can influence your personal traits. So that's £95. There's another option that says £80 plus shipping, and that's to be a member as well. It gives you a 3-month worldwide family history membership. I don't think I want to do that though. It's kind of long still. But you could do one for £79, but you don't get to know about the traits. So if you want to know about your traits, then you got to pay £94. So it's a little bit more. But yeah, £94 doesn't sound too bad actually. But it depends what the shipping cost is. Shipping cost might be like £3 million or something ridiculous. Can I just email it to me or something? Just email me the results. Can we just do that? But yeah, £94. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll put a little money aside for it. Let's see if I was mixed with something. I want to learn about it. Yeah, I think most of us probably are. I think a lot of us are probably more mixed than we might even realize or might even think we are. Yeah, however mixed we think we are, we're probably more mixed than that. You know. Saying if they shake it hard enough, a nigga will fall out. Full Mooney. But yeah, guys, it is about that time to start winding down. I say the US is much central. Oof, well, you said it. But yeah, next live stream next week, Tuesday. Going back to movie night. Watching, I think it's Friday the 13th next week actually. Let me double check real quick. Before we get off the internet. Because it was rocky last time. So yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah, Friday the 13th next week. So yeah, looking forward to Friday the 13th. In the meantime, I'll try and post a video or two. We'll see. I posted some videos already, so check them out if you haven't. But yeah, I'll try and post a video or two. Try and keep up and all that. Watch out for my other adventures. I know Sam knows about my coffee exploits, but if anybody who doesn't, yeah, check me out on Instagram. Coffee shops and random spots is a new Instagram page I set up to document my coffee adventures, and clearly not just coffee because I had some donuts today, but my culinary adventures that mostly involve coffee, I should say. But yeah, check that out, be much appreciated. But guys, coconut oil hair product sounds like a black person to me. How familiar? Oh, wait, I missed something. I will explain why I have really wavy hair. I need to use coconut oil to maintain it. Hey, coconut oil. Well, I guess I don't really need it too much myself, but anyway. Maybe put some on my bed. But guys, you've been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. And until whenever, if ever, peace.